Hello to all crypto traders, all altcoin traders, and welcome to another Elliott Waves on Cryptos video. Today, the vote has been in actually for a while now, but today what we are going to do is analyze, according to the community poll, pretty much Ethereum and TEL coin. This is what has been voted by the community. However, because I understand the difficult times that we are in, and some of you actually are in, we are going, of course, to start with Bitcoin. So I'm going to do three assets today: Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Telcoin. There is interesting things to talk about because everybody is really debating on whether this bull run is finished or not. For me, it's not finished yet. It will finish only when we get a validation a little bit higher up, to be fair. So let's have a look on the updates on all of these three assets. And as always, none of this is investment advice. It's purely educational. And in order, of course, for you to also have a say, you can subscribe, turn notifications on, in order to be one of those who can vote for a specific coin analysis. So let's jump to the charts and see how markets have evolved over the past few days. So let's get started, guys, with BTC USD. For those who haven't followed my videos, you can always go back and check, by the way, on the YouTube playlist. I will go quickly through the long-term version, okay? And on the long term, if we go even back to March of 2020, let's say it's where we entered cycle wave 2, okay, in March, and we went down to 3.8k. Since then, a rally started, and we're seeing, of course, new highs and all that stuff, you know, reaching the 65k high. But we need to really think about how this progression to the upside took place. And we've done waves 1 and 2 and waves 3, in my opinion. And we've just ended potentially wave 4, which means another leg to the upside is imminent. Where we're going to go, and as I've expressed before, is going to be the three at least. 1272, so we need to go opposite, so that's the one. So 115k, okay. Obviously we're going to identify other targets, and this is now the current pattern indicating that wave 4 is in. If we connect also wave 1 and 2 and go all the way down to the beginning of this wave, right, which is pretty much the right way of connecting lows in order to get that channel, we did also rejection at the 4 wave. As here, we cannot see it. You cannot see it from here, but we'll go closer and see it. What else is very interesting is the fact that this way over here, yeah, we received a rejection down at 38.2 Fibonacci retracement, while at the same time, this is also the 161.8 Fibonacci extension of this A and 2, 1 and 2 wave of the expanding flat, right? Which is pretty much the wave C of the expanding flat. Now, the 21.5, the low that we did, yeah, on some other brokers, you have a different low there, doesn't matter. It's considered as a false break as long as we remain inside that channel, guys, okay. Now, over the past few days, we had a top, which I'm looking as a leading diagonal in wave 1, in the minor wave 1, and we had an A, B, and a wave C down here to the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement of wave 1. Usually leading diagonals are expected to be deep when they're correct in wave 2, right? So the first and the second, and then they expand quite exponentially. Now, I did think that we're going to get a short correction over here and continue higher. It didn't happen. It's still okay. We did another dip to the downside. and the 78.6 gave us another rejection with somewhat high volumes, but the volumes now to the upside are not really looking much liquid, which can be good and bad. It can be good because you can understand that there's no margin, so most of these trades are spot traders coming in, which is a good indication because spot traders are usually the first to start accumulating. And the bad thing is that some might think that, well, if we don't see, big volumes here, then that is going to turn lower. There is a debate between the two. Both are right, but I'm of the opinion that as long as we are within that channel, we have nothing to worry. If we break back below, then things are going to get complicated. Okay, by complicated, I mean what? That could have finished here as an ABC, as an expanding flat, and then we also have a W, and that is going to be the X, and then we're going to get another leg down for the wave Y. Or that can still happen even like if we go up, because it could be A, B, and C in wave X, and then we get the wave Y. Okay, so we're talking about some sort of complex correction over here, because if we compare that wave to wave 2 as well, well, they make a bit more sense for this correction to be a bit more elongated. But for me, that sharp correction over here is quite sharp to make sense, because the guideline of alternation says we get one sideways, one sharp, and that sharp for me does the work, as long as we remain above that channel, right? Now, we've had over here in the short term, as you can see, waves 1 and 2 done, and 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to see another wave 5 up. Now, I've marked here the 39.191, and this is the 100 Fibonacci extension of waves 1 and 2, which means that if wave 3 doesn't finish up here, then most likely it could that be an ABC instead, which means we're going to turn lower. And why do we want wave 3 to be larger than wave 1 is because, well, wave 3 cannot be the shortest, okay, in a 5-wave impulse. But now with wave 1 being like the 100% because it's bigger, we need to have wave 3 equal to wave 1, so we ensure that in case we get a wave 5 and the wave 5 is big, then wave 3 is not going to be the shortest. We could get a very short 5 instead, and then 1 can be larger than 3, but usually 3 is smaller than 1 when 1 is extended. 1 doesn't look extended up here. It just looks like, we might just get the other wave in to get wave 3 done. And perhaps we're going to actually end that wave 3 even above the level that I have marked, because we can literally go up to 161 extension, 261 extension, or whatever. And those, as you can see, are a bit higher. I would be expecting wave 5, which is wave 1 in the minute degree, to go around the 42K, right? And should we break above the 40K, that would be a very good indication, guys, okay? The truth is this though, and let's be a bit more realistic, okay? At least for the moment, we haven't even gone into the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement here. And if I take the full wave into consideration, we are even further out. So that's why I said the 42K is very important. Now, that's not going to go up in a straight line, obviously. But what I will be looking now in the near term, guys, it's this, okay? This is the 37K. I want the 37K to hold, because this is my 1, my 2, supposedly my 3, my 4, and I want my 5 in to get a valid 3 and then a 4 and a 5. The moment we overlap with this wave, it means that this is ABC, which is a bit more worrisome, okay? Because that could make it an ABC, and that would be a W, X, and Y or something like this, which is a move to the upside, yeah? And a correction to the upside is always bad, because the impulse will be the counter trend of this, okay? Unless if, of course, we'll go into some sort of pattern where this is, well, let's think, W, X, and Y, that will be the W, then we will get the X, and then we will get the Y over here, and then shoot higher. There is multiple scenarios to take into account, guys, but the good thing is that with Elliott waves, you know which one is upcoming with high probability, not always, okay? That's because of the structure. So if you learn the structures, we're good. I mean, you're good. So now we are also above this channel, which is a very important level, in my opinion, as well in the short term, okay? So what I will be looking next, if we break the 39.19, is to go up to the 42K, and perhaps this is when we expect wave one as well, you know, and to have a correction here, oops, excuse me, to have a reasonable correction here. That would be the first wave, the second, and when they continue all the way up, okay? But as I said before, do not forget, we can get A, B, and C, and then move lower. I will be updating as often as I can. Let's go on Ethereum quickly. And I'm gonna, again, just hop to the 4-hour chart to show you a little bit of the longer term thing. Let me just go on the daily, actually. And you've got the 1, the 2, we're waiting the 3, far from 3, we had the 1 cycle, 2 cycle, sorry, primary. We had the 3, the 4, and I'm waiting for the 5. Okay. Now, and that, why the 3 and the 4 is so small over here, the 4, I mean, compared to this, is because I've got 5 waves here, okay, with an extended wave 3. That's why. So the most important things in Elliott waves, the most important thing is to be able to define the 5-wave move. Now, should we grab that Fibonacci tool over here and we'll go down, we do the 23.6, okay? We did the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement. Usually, okay, because this is, you know, it's not even our wave, it's our wave 4, but hold on, let me just go closer. Look at this. This is our wave 4 in the cycle degree, right? So that means that, you know, the 23.6 might be a bit too high. If that level holds, guys, it has actually held, didn't go there. But if this channel holds, and I will tell you which channel now, and then we cross above the base channel as well, that is going to be very bullish, okay? Because we're going to have, we're going to go up for the 5th wave, and the 5th wave in cryptos is usually the most extended. So expect something bigger than wave 3, okay, over here. Now, as I said, the base channel goes from 1 to 2 and 3, okay? So you can see at the moment we trade below that level, which is not good. However, if we take into account the minor degree base channel over here, okay, which is obviously we had a wave 3 break-in both in the primary and intermediate degree, and wave 4 had a bounce over here, which is a good indication that the acceleration channel is holding prices now, okay? That is the top channel, and this is a very good indication as well. This is a very good low. Plus, and compared to BTC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That low we did. BTC has not done that. BTC did this, yeah, and then it did that. You can see, so it's different. Now you might ask which one is more bullish. I don't know. Obviously, if we take into account what we just talked about, well, let's go a little bit closer and check. Let me see over here what's going on. Well, let's take the 2 and the 4. That's done, okay? Bitcoin did not break that. It's actually really like struggling right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, look at this. Just pretty much just crossed it. Then we need to stay above, but Ethereum, it's way ahead of it, okay? So now all we need to take into account is the breaks to the upside. BTC hasn't even done the 23.6. Ethereum is just breaking the 38.2, which is a good indication. Okay, so I want my wave 3. I want my wave 3 to go up to the 2824, a correction down to 25 perhaps, and then a continuation up to 38, 37, even the 4K. No one knows. We need to keep a close eye on how the 5 waves are developing. Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, clear. Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like we're gonna go for the 5th one. Okay, but that's likely to be the first in 3. Yeah, so we're gonna get 2, 3, 4, and 5, something like this. And here's the thing: the moment we break back above this channel, guys, which is above the 3K, then the risk to the downside is going to decrease massively. Okay, now should we break above minus 38 is there? No, it's down, so we'll go for 1382 at least 6.265. Okay, but as always, get your signals first and then decide what you want to do, because the possibility of this turning down is high. Even if we go up to the 3K, that's our 61.8 Fibonacci retracement of the bearish leg. Okay, 35.90 less risk, above previous high, minimum risk. Now quickly on TEL, and we haven't looked at TEL before, so I've got to go all the way out here and show you what I'm looking. Wave 1 and 2, cycle degree, okay, correction down over here, and then we had an impulsive move to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, done. Which means to me, primary wave 3 is also finished, and primary wave 4 might have finished. Okay, it's not really, you know, settled yet, at least so far. Yeah, so what we want to do here, first of all, go a little bit further down, and if we look at the acceleration channel, guys, we connect again waves 2 and 4, and you see that we missed this. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to go down to get it, but don't be surprised if we do. At this stage though, and should the bullish run continue, obviously, guys, we're talking about a collective move here, right? We're not going to see one going down, the other one up. If these go up, the altcoins, there's a chance that Bitcoin might get in consolidation or something, so it gives more space to the altcoins. But if something falls, if Bitcoin falls, all falls, okay? So we've had a very nice move to the upside here with a false break initially, and then a correction, very deep correction below even the 1 cent. That was a very good buy the dip signal, by the way. And since then, similar to Ethereum and to, actually this is more similar to Bitcoin because we don't have a new high after the post-crash low, right? The post-crash low is higher in with Ethereum. But still, we've got 1 and 2. Looks like we're going up for impulsive 3. Then we're going to get 4, then 5, right? And where we're going to go? 38.2 Fibonacci extension between the beginning wave 3 and 4 get us to 11 cents. The 61.1 get us to 51 cents. Well, that's a bit of a 5x here for a different signal, right? So what we can do as well, yeah, is take wave 4, guys, and check where the 1382 get us. This is the 13 cents, and where the 2 gets us. The 2 is at 44 cents, and between, of course, we've got 1272, okay, 1618, so the 21. So we'll look in case we break, of course. 10, 11, 13, 21, 44, 51, and that's for now. Obviously, if we move higher, we're going to update. But the difference here with Ethereum, guys, is that we're still moving this channel, okay? We're still looking bearish, and that the first wave, the second wave, it looks impulsive, it's so nice, but we really need to break above that level, okay? And then could probably get a correction over here, down to this channel, and then continue higher. Or we could just go up all the way and non-stop, okay? But I want to see this break at least for some sort of reduction of the downside risk. Now, reduction of the downside risks happen in the intraday session because we broke above the median line of this descending channel, okay? But as long as we remain in here, things are a bit more complicated. So, guys, this is all for the day. Don't forget to subscribe, turn notifications on, and so that you can vote in the weekly, or actually it's 2 or 3 times a week. In the vote, you can vote what coin you want analyzed, and I will do the analysis for the community. Also, there is a lot of videos on my playlist. You can go even back like a month or 2 months to check the BTC correction that I called. If you had watched that, you would know what I was expecting with high probability, which is what happened pretty much. And now with BTC, Ethereum moving up, we are looking for a short-term recovery at least, and perhaps that might become a signal for the medium and long term. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will speak very soon.